Hey everybody. Okay, so I've started the reading. My funny little technical difficulties. I'm going to just clear and let you know this is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in. I have started the shuffling already and some things have come out. The first card that came out for the main energy that the masculines are dealing with is the card of shame. So I no longer hide my face. I step into my light with love. This card came out with the clarification of the card of the single person. So as the masculines are stepping into their wholeness, into their sovereignty, into their true expression, their authenticity, they're going through another layer of the shame onion. They had to bust through this in order to tell themselves the accurate truth of how they were feeling for their feminine a little while ago, and now we're getting to a stage that feels like it's talking about busting through the shame on the way to expressing this connection in the public or openly to others. Even if that's behind the scenes, this is an energy that is allowing the masculines to see that this is their life and that there is no shame in following love freely. When you see it for what it is, just because you've been living your life one way does not mean that you are not completely free and should not be judged for becoming more love and finding that sort of appropriate expression as we keep growing. So that's super important to honor here, and the masculines know that as they come more surely into giving themselves full permission to be who they are and follow their hearts, that the wheel, the great wheel, is turning behind the scenes, that it will continue to become freer and more supported by the divine. And what this passionate new beginning, this is the flag of victory that gets staked on top of the mountain, on top of the karmic mountain, on top of that soul journey, that soul path that claims victory, that says the transformation has happened and that the masculines are free from worldly judgments on their character, on what they choose. Basically, from the shame, if anybody should say that they are not fully justified in following their hearts, that's the kind of progression I'm seeing here for the beautiful masculines. Okay, I did shuffle the cards already today to invite the masculines in, and I've also said a little piece. I forgot to press record is basically what happened, and I even had my 5D glasses available and I didn't use them, so pardon me that I've shuffled a little bit off camera. I haven't looked at the cards yet, so I'll be as surprised as you are, but the feminines want to share a message at the end, so there's going to be a bit of a message from the feminines to the masculines. But here we go. So what are the masculines thinking about the connection today? Indigo. So that is the Magician. This is the masculines coming into the cosmic mission to know that their journey does include living their best life freely, free to navigate and follow intuitive guidance, to bring in these higher templates, to bring in this excellence, this very refined expression of who they are. They don't need to achieve the worldly standards and be okay with that. They can continue to excel in cosmic and divine ways and utilize that foundation that they are so excellent at manifesting for a support to go higher, to take their lives higher, to bring in unbelievably amazing innovation into the earth plane. And the Nine of Wands, they have perseverance. They have, so this is the, pardon me. Wow, I really feel like they are getting ahead of themselves with knowing the magnitude of this, the templates coming in. This is the wounded warrior, but it's also the perseverance. There are karmic things that they're still needing to work on. And I'm also feeling whatever they are aligned with that would be an old paradigm that they're having to step out of. The Nine of Wands is the ending of the cycle, coming to the completion before this flag of victory can be staked. So there are still things they have to do. They want to move forward on these new ways, but this is a visionary process. This is a highly personal and intimate process. I'm feeling that they are still desiring deeply to bring in their own enlightenment about the journey and have a little bit more time to really see, really crystallize what they are being given by the divine regarding the connection, regarding what they're here on the planet to do, actually. Okay, so what are the masculines feeling in their heart of hearts for the divine feminines? Oh, the separation, 5 of crystals, and the 4 of swords. Wow, okay. So the 4 of swords is healing after third-party situations. So for some, I'm hearing some of the divine masculines have recently become single. If they've been in karmic situations, they may have recently had a major transition with jobs. They may have left friend groups. Something that they've seen through that illusion of has fallen away from their life, and they're recuperating, they're recovering. But they know that this temporary separation with you, divine feminine, is not permanent, but they're feeling the distance just because they need to heal right now. I'm hearing them say, I'm hearing the divine masculine higher self ask me to assure the feminines watching that this is not to be taken personally. This energetic separation that you're feeling, if you're picking up on your masculine's need for healing and space right now, don't take that personally, is what I'm hearing, divine feminine, that they are actually transcending a lot of the layers of consciousness in their own situations, their own internal process, and so that's changing a lot of things in their lives, and big changes are coming in their physical lives. If they haven't come in already, they know what they need to do, and they're really processing that at this time. So don't take it personally if you're feeling some of these isolation energies. It's most likely the masculines knowing what they have to do, the big changes, the things they need to heal, the things they need to adjust in their physical world. And it's not meant to hurt you right now. It's for this connection, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and I'm being drawn to the red thread here from the heart to you, divine feminine. So focus on you right now. Even though you might be in separation from your masculine, there is a sense of autonomy needed at this time so that the masculines can fully process what it is they need to do and focus on it wholeheartedly, because that's in the heart space right now. Okay. For some, they are feeling the distance in your connection so strongly that that is propelling them to make these changes in their lives. So I'm hearing for those feminines that have given healthy boundaries, the masculine knows, especially regarding third-party situations, that you're not going to be an option that way. And so they know they can't come forward to you in a relationship way and be a third party. So that's a message for some. So some of the distance right now is the masculines really understanding your worth. Okay, so what do they wish for this connection? Here's the Sage of Orbs. They do want to know how you're thinking and feeling about this. They want to tell you that they see some of your wisdom, and they want to tell you they appreciate you sitting on your laurels. They appreciate you and your strength and your wisdom and your ability to be objective with the situation. Okay, and 9 of Swords to clarify. So the masculines, this is doing a deep inner work. So that last message specifically regarding the karmic situation, whether that's a relationship, a work situation, friend groups, family dynamics, that sort of a thing, the masculines know what your truth was on it, and they're wishing to work through all of the uncomfortable feelings, the triggering, the truths that you brought up. They're really wishing to get to the bottom of those so that they can come forward and have conversations with you without that shame. I'm hearing the shame, the guilt. So the flip side of the message that came out at the beginning about the masculines needing to fight through the external judgment to exalt this connection in their public lives out in the open. The flip side is they've also had shame regarding knowing that you've been speaking the truth, Divine Feminine, that you've seen them most accurately, more accurately than they even knew themselves at times. And they're working through all of those inconvenient truths that you have brought to their attention through your connection, either directly or indirectly. You've been sitting in your truth, you've been claiming this connection all along, and they're doing the work to slay the anxiety, to hold their head high, to come forward to you because you've been right in some aspects, some of the things that you've actually said to your masculine. So they're wishing to really consider the things you've said, they're sorting through their own truth about it, and they're bringing healing to the things that you hit the nail on the head with, that they weren't ready to look at in the past. And that's why I'm being also drawn back to this not so fast energy, this Nine of Wands, is because they are still doing that Nine of Swords work and overcoming their thoughts and balancing out that mental layer. That's the first layer the last layer right before physical union, by the way, because it goes spiritual, emotional, mental, and then physical. And so the masculines are coming down to that conscious mind processing and balancing before physical union can happen. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, what actions are they taking? Wow, Tower. With the Eight of Cups, they are getting rid of anything in their lives that they need to so they can return to you, Divine Feminine. So this separation in the heart space, that message is doubly confirmed here because the masculines know they can't do both. They can't have a foot in both worlds. Some foundational change needs to happen in order to go forward towards this connection and to return completely to you, to come back and go for what they see as possible with your connection, their true expression, their authentic life. Wow, they are doing everything right now in their lives to restructure. Oh, okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? The shadow, the devil, the illusion, with the Page of Cups in reverse. So self-love, forgiveness, sorting through all of the emotion, all of the intensity in their lives right now that they need to in order to be sure. They're already sure, or they wouldn't be doing these major changes, but it's still, they're taking that fine-tooth comb, they're going through everything that comes up, and they're being very tender and loving of themselves and utilizing that as their lens to go through every little thing that comes up that's not loving, that makes them feel unbalanced, that shameful energy, the anxiety, anything that's taking a lot of time to persevere. Beautiful. Okay, so what is spirit guidance for that? Three of Flames, focusing on the light and airy manifestations, those solo visions. This is one person desiring to see the timelines that have to do with that Ace of Wands. That's the Ace of Wands there, that single one that's held up. That is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. It's basically the combination of this, Divine Masculines, this new passionate new beginning in your autonomy, your wholeness, your authenticity. So that is going forward towards those future timelines that you know on your heart and soul. The wands are the soul level, so that you know on your heart and soul because of this love. The King of Cups, he has so much love. So Divine Masculines, this Page of Cups fill your own cup up, fill your heart with love. Know that everything is happening for your betterment. It's happening for you, not to you. And you can move through these layers of perception, these changes in your life, guided by this immense heart of love and masterful knowing that you have, that you are on your true path. You're right where you're meant to be. Just allow these gentle self-loving acts within you as you process all the layers of the things that you're navigating right now, to transcend, to rise up. Keep that love in your heart as the mission, as your anchor, and keep going. Keep allowing that love to show you the light and airy and beautiful path forward through the illusion. Okay, where's the connection going in the near future? Here's that Eight of Cups, leaving third-party situations, and we already had it. I don't read reversals in this deck, so it very well could have come out reversed, but there it is again, that Eight of Cups, about doing whatever is needed in the masculine's lives right now. I'm hearing out of nowhere, they're ready. When someone's in love, when somebody knows their truth, they can't unlearn that, and so no time like the present is what I'm hearing. The masculines are making those changes in their lives so that they can return, and the connection is here. They are leaving third-party situations. They are leaving karmic situations, whatever that is, whether it's a person or not. Masculines are venturing out of something that they've put a lot of time and effort and care into, something that they have in the past thought was their whole soul focus. They're walking away in order to come into this King of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. So waiting, giving space, divine feminines. This is a tender process. It's a sincere process. There is a lot of major recalibration happening, and so good things take time is what I'm hearing. And so feminines, if your masculines are doing this, you might be picking up on it. You might be feeling some of those waves coming to you, that isolation. Trust in the love. Let the love support you, and understand that there is a little bit of a waiting period right now while these new things come into focus. Okay, so what message can we get from the feminines to the masculines today? Actually, I'm going to pull from this deck because we did see that there would be a special message coming through. So what is it that the feminines wanted to say to their masculines? I'm hearing for encouragement. Now I understand with this reading why the feminines wanted to speak. What is it that the feminines can encourage the divine masculines with today while all of these major things are happening under the surface? Listen to your heart. Masculines, definitely listen to your heart. And what else? Maybe in reverse. Not maybe. It's for sure, masculines. Listen to your heart. Not just maybe. Do it. Do it. Oh, beautiful feminines. Beautiful. Okay, for divine feminines, what is the energy that we can see today? We get 2 Starseed Oracles. We get Chamber of Communication, Correspondence, Declaration, and Telepathy. So feminines, send your masculine this love back. If you're feeling anything like that, take those thoughts captive and just send back this loving nurturance that you have for your masculine, and know that he is making profound changes because of your connection. Declare your love, I'm hearing. And dimensional planes of perception number 4, intention, mental breakthroughs, and ideas. So I'm hearing for the feminines, you're being reminded, have those mental breakthroughs where you truly do not take things personally and get super excited. Not overly excited ahead of yourself where you drain your energy, but you are allowed to get excited about this coming in. Self-love says that you are worth this love making you feel good, supporting you. This is a divine gift. So get that joy, get that breakthrough. Allow it to support you in your life. Allow it to take you where it will. Let the divine take you where you will. And be grateful that you've experienced this kind of love. While your masculine is also so inspired to make major life changes like this. Okay, so for the masculines, what are we getting? Oh, right onto my candle. So, seal of subtle luminosities, discernment, discipline, and order. Yeah, the masculines are really working through the shadow. They are really making these changes, major foundational changes on all levels right now, especially on the conscious mind. And so we get discernment, discipline, and order, bringing order back in. Some of the masculines' lives have swung far out of balance, and they are in the process of bringing proper foundations back in. Divine order, true foundation, true authentic representation of who they are. All right, everybody, love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.